everybody, it's Ian the Off-Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Today I'm going to show you how I made this just because card. One of my coworkers seemed sad and I wanted to cheer up her day, so I went home and created this cute little card. First thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to tape down this stencil with some post-it note tape. I love using this tape because it makes things so much easier to pick up and move around and put it back down. It's just like a really sticky post-it note. Love it. I use these colors of Distress ink, and you'll notice here in just a second, before I point out what colors they are, I'm going to let you notice I just made a mistake right there. I just moved the colors out of order. I don't know, I didn't even notice it until I was editing my video, and notice that I completely messed up how those colors were supposed to go. But that's okay, it still works out in the end. So right now I'm using Cracked Pistachio, and then I also have Salty Ocean, then I have Peacock Feathers, and lastly Blueprint Sketch. And I should have put the Peacock Feathers next to the Cracked Pistachio, but it all worked out, you know. Everything kind of has a way of working out. So I'm going back and forth and ink blending these colors together and trying to blend them as best as possible. I think my Cracked Pistachio ink pad was a little dry. It didn't seem to want to blend like I had wanted it to, but you know, it doesn't look too bad. It's not horrible. So after I finish with all of the colors, well, I'm not done yet. Maybe after this. I can't remember how much longer it took me to do that. Anyways, I think I'm just about done now. Now, there we go. I'm taking off the post-it note tape and I'm going to reveal this. Look at that. That's really pretty looking. I really love how this pattern came out. Next, I'm going to take the stitched rectangle die. This has become my new favorite die. I've actually used it so much already that it's bending and warping, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've used this so many times already. It gives me those nice little stitches on the side. I love it. It looks so great. So next I'm going to use the, I believe this is the Crazy Bird stamps from Tim Holtz. I find any excuse to use these. I'm going to use it on watercolor paper, and using my Misty stamping tool here. I guess Misty stamping tool is kind of repetitive because it's the most incredible stamping tool invented, but I still say Misty stamping tool. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Used my Misty, and now I'm using some close to my heart watercolors and my water brush to paint on, well, not paint on, but I put down a layer of color first and kind of getting those colors moving, and then I do some tip to paintbrush, tip to paper? I don't know what that technique is called, but I'm basically getting some more very intense color by touching the tip of that with, touching the end of the pencil with my paintbrush. And then I pull out the die, and look how many dies there are. I couldn't find the one I needed in it, so I had to dump them all out onto my tabletop. I hate it when I have to go digging for all of them, but I love how many dies that set includes in it. It's incredible how many little pieces, because you can, if you wanted to, you could like cut out their little eyeballs and their little wings and then put it all together onto, like, pop them up so that it makes it a little easier to see, and I don't know. Anyways, pulling out my iPad to pull up the Cricut Design Space iPad app so that I can use this coordinating stamp set with that coordinating cut from Cricut. It's the Close to My Heart stamp set, and I used the coordinating cut to create this cute little banner, which will be just perfect. Now I used some of my VersaFine, and then I ended up covering it in white embossing powder because I think it just looks better that way. I'm going to use this Avery L already pre-made card base and just tape everything onto it with my ATG. Then I'm going to grab some foam squares and put that on both the little banner piece as well as behind my little birdie. And I actually ran out of foam squares on this one, so it looks like I'm going to have to get some more, but I think those foam squares have lasted me pretty long. Maybe I should get foam tape instead. How many of y'all like foam tape? I like the little squares because they're already cut, they're ready to go, but then again, foam tape seems like it might be easier to put on stuff. I don't know. Well, that's going to do it for this card. Oh, actually, no, it's not. I forgot that I added little sequins onto the front. These are translucent, kind of pretty I don't know. They're sequins. They're in the stash that I have, and they look really, really great on the front of this card. Use some multi-medium matte to adhere those to the front of my card, and that's going to do it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this card, and remember, keep it off kilter. Bye!